not trying to live a hard life. I'm trying to live an easy one. What the fuck was that, Andrea? Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. In the last Get Ready With Me, we was talking about people pleasing. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about what happens after you make the decision to stop people pleasing. I'm also going to be talking about my move coming up, walking you guys through where I'm at today. I'm very happy, just so you guys know, spoiler, we get to that. Let me not hold you guys up. Let's get into today's video. Hi guys, what's going on? Okay, so my hair is not all the way done. I'm just loving the layered body wave look right now. Like, that's my vibe. We are getting ready. I'm using this New Face silk cream because I'm going to use the New Face microcurrent device. I like to use it when I'm getting ready because, you know guys, I'm 30, soon to be 31. Don't even come for my age because I was born in the late 1900s. 30 nowadays is not what it used to be like when I was a kid, you know? Like, people don't have kids at 30 anymore. Like, they have dogs. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna use this New Face current device. I got this, it makes a noise. I got this sent to me from Cult Beauty. This is not sponsored, by the way, but it literally sent it to me and I've been using it. I have to be careful with my earrings because last time I used this and the device touched my earrings, I got like an electric shock in my ears. Just as a preventative method, I think I started using a lot of anti-aging products when I was like 26. Even though I wasn't that old then, and I don't feel like I'm that old now, I don't feel like I look it. I just don't want it to creep up on me one day. It doesn't hurt, it just has like a slight prickly tingle. This is the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer. It's hydrating, it's silicone free. I really love this primer. I'm really into like hydrating my skin. I'm gonna use this Too Faced Pomade in Pencil Brow Shaper, and this is in dark brown. I feel like makeup is the equivalent of like men filling in their hairline, and I know a man will probably say no, the equivalent of men filling in their hairline is women wearing wigs. Just because I'm in the mood, I'm gonna put on these gold collagen eye masks. This one's slightly ripped, but that's fine. Guys, I love when I do stuff like this because this makes me feel like I care about myself, and I do, which brings me on to a topic I wanted to talk about in today's video. I went through some moments where like I was getting a lot of exposure. This is probably the most exposure I've ever experienced in my life. I feel like there's quite a few times I would be in like the blogs and stuff, and I just, guys, just having that much exposure just made me really incredibly anxious. I was anxious when I had 5k followers. Okay, I kind of went into hiding. I just didn't know how to cope with it. I just needed time to myself. Like, I had a lot of things going on, and you guys already know that story. But since then, I just don't jump on my phone as much, you know? And I saw a comment the other day on my YouTube channel. A commenter asked a question. Another commenter replied back to that question and was like, good luck getting a response. After that, I saw that same commenter leave a comment asking like, why don't I reply back to comments anymore? When I read that comment, I was like, oh my gosh. I was low-key kind of like shocked, and I had to like look through the comments, and I was just like, I rarely reply back to comments, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like, wow. I think the reason why I have to take these off, just for a second, yeah, this could be IG, this could be TikTok, this could be Twitter. The minute I feel myself getting sucked in, I just step out and I'm like, yeah, no, this is enough. I swear it would probably be like 3 minimum, max 8 posts I will see, and then I'm out. Done. It's one of those things where it was like I went through a period where like I was just really anxious about comments on what people say. I just stopped engaging because I just felt like if this thing is making me anxious, I just have to cut it out. I'm not in that place anymore, obviously. Like, come on, like, I'm thriving and I'm living and I feel great. Like, I just feel so good. Like, if I see things that would have annoyed me before, now I just deal with everything with more grace and just more calmness, and I'm less reactive, and I just don't clap back as much. I'm just not mad about much. Like, that's just like the vibe. Like, it's just no overthinking. I'm not in my head as much. I'm gonna put on my foundation. This is Shiseido, and I'm in the shade Henna 550. This is like my all-time favorite foundation. Personally, it works for me. I love Shiseido's products a lot. Their lip gloss is one of the best lip gloss I've ever tried on my whole life. And I don't know if you guys can see, like I literally put like the bare minimum amount of foundation, like 2 pumps, and then I just spread it all along my face. I love when I see girls applying makeup with their makeup brushes. I'm so glad that this is back. Obviously I'm still using my beauty blender because I'm not no skill MUA. I like an easy life. When I watch my favorite like makeup people online, don't watch my makeup brush because it's all broken and shit, but they just go in there and they're just like swipe, swipe, swipe. I just find it extremely satisfying, and just I want more. Okay, so this is NARS Creamy Radiance in, is it a Monday or a Mand? I'm not sure. I'm gonna use this here. I know makeup's become this whole thing when you just go boop like that, but my face is too round to be doing stuff like that, guys. Like it just makes my face look ultra wide, and I'm already ultra wide anyways. So can we just stop? I don't know if you guys have heard, but I am moving. We're moving out of this apartment. I'm not gonna say when, because I feel like some things I just want to keep to myself. I've learned this the very hard way. I didn't want to take the chance of like people that I'm inviting to my farewell shindig, like accidentally like telling other people, and then it would have got out, and then I would have been like, oh yeah, shit, like I'm moving. So yeah, I just tweeted it, not really thinking that like it was gonna like be a thing. I feel like I'll answer more questions like later on. It won't just be like sit down video, let's talk about everything. Like I don't think it will be like that. I just think it would just be like, as I'm transitioning, I'll bring you guys along with me. I want to take a good year or more to like leave this town, this city. I just want to be in a new environment. I was thinking about moving anyways, like I've been talking about it for quite some time, you guys know. And I looked in a new property and I was gonna like do the whole moving thing, but then I also really wanted to travel. I just asked myself, like, if I could live anywhere in the world, like where would I want to live? And the answer's always been the same thing, like New York. Like I've been there twice and I really, really love the energy and the like. If you can make it here, yeah.
You've been banging out that phrase.
You can make it anywhere. I like New York. I can't wait to move here, but I won't live here. I'll live in like Harlem or like the Bronx.
You say would not live in Harlem.
I'm not that inspired in this home. I'm not that inspired in this town. I feel very boxed in. I don't know whether it's like quarantine or because of the pandemic, but I just often feel like I'm not understood. I'm just over feeling that way. I want to go somewhere where I can present myself and who I am, and people have no choice but to take it or leave it. Years ago when I first went to New York, I was like, oh my gosh, I would love to live here one day. And I was trying to, but it just didn't work out at the time. The thing that kind of kept me from like wanting to make a big move like that, first finances, but then also my family. When I look at my family, I feel like everyone's just doing their own thing. And my friends too. Like honestly, this is just where I'm at, and I just feel like there's nothing really keeping me here. I do have a few people out in New York that I'm looking forward to like hanging out with and stuff like that, so that's super exciting. I'm bringing my dogs. Like I'll be taking you guys along with me, and this will be an experience for both of us. Over the years since I first started my YouTube channel, like so many of you guys have been with me since then. Oh my gosh, I can feel my tears rising. And why would I want to cry right now? When I often feel misunderstood in my life, I just feel like I come on here online and I share what I'm experiencing, and I feel like you guys just help me feel so understood. Like I feel like I've built a community here that just like accept me for who I am. I feel like I can just be myself. I feel like you guys share what you're going through as well, and that helps me. I think the thing that I'm excited about the most is like taking you guys along with my journey, because I started YouTube at 23. I've gone through a lot of changes in my life, and for those of you that have been with me since then, or some of you guys have gone back to watch like older videos and stuff, and you guys always like, you know, show up for me, which I'm super grateful for. I feel like a lot of you guys know the most important thing for me is like my creativity, and I feel like the last year or two, 3, I don't feel like I've just really like connected with myself in that way consistently for a really long time, and I think it's because I've been letting this like world, the things that I shouldn't care about, like get to me. When like the reason why I even started this channel and everything was to explore my creativity, and I just haven't been able to do that at all. I give it out in like crumbs, but it's just never what I want it to be. I went through this stage where like I had to lock off everything and anyone because I wanted to reconnect with myself so that I could figure out what I want. If I didn't do that, I don't think I would have come to this idea to do a move or to travel the world, or I just would have been here in my apartment just like sad and depressed and posting content where I wasn't even sharing anything with you guys. Like I feel like I wasn't even being as open as I usually am. I've just been in my head, you know. I'm just ready to be free in that sense, in that regard. I feel like I've always been a spiritual person, and I used to have such a more positive outlook. Like I used to have such a like faithful outlook on life. Definitely in the summer, I went through this period where like I was questioning his existence. I know that in order for me to access even higher levels of my creativity, I know I have to have a great relationship with God. I know that my relationship with God has to be first and foremost. I know that he needs to be heavily involved in what I'm doing. Otherwise it's just not gonna bang. Anytime I've had a project and I've been very, very proud of the project, like he has been involved in helping create that. I just noticed like my life, I just wasn't living the way that I thought I would be living at the age that I'm at. Like I feel like we all have goals and like we all have dreams and aspirations. Honestly, I'm not interested in proving myself to anyone, because I know in God's eyes I'm everything he wants me to be and more. The only being I care about pleasing and serving is him, and if it is through him that I'm serving others, then so be it, because for me God is love. I know when a relationship is based on love, it's when I can present myself and who I am, flaws and all, that person can see the person, the me, who I am. Everyone has the right to set the tone for their own relationships. Often when I'm talking about things that happen in my life or things that have occurred, I'm really talking about the relationships that I experience with the people that you guys don't see or haven't seen me with online, if that makes sense. I literally just got out of a relationship. Like I'll be thinking about that, okay? Like, because so many months have gone past, I'm kind of over the situation and I've processed it and I've healed and all that type of shit. I can talk about it. Like recently, I will be honest, I don't care. I have that relationship with you guys where I be sharing shit. I won't share the whole tea, but I will be sharing it. So, oh sorry, I should say, by the way, for setting powder, I use the Fenty Pro Filter setting powder in honey. Now I'm going to use the Studious Place Eye Sculpt Eye Shade palette, and it's got all these different like dark shades, and I like to use this as like powder to like contour. So I'm just going to run this one up here down the sides of my nose, just to add a few shadows, you know, and like bring it up into my crease. I usually do this like with my bronzer, but I feel like using a more cool tone powder just works better as contour, I feel like. And anyways, me and this lad, my ex-partner, we were talking about like revisiting our relationship, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I think we were this close to getting back. Because I'm moving, I'm just not ready. I just don't think I want to like there's a lot of things we need to work past. You know what I'm actually gonna do? I'm gonna try and call him right now. Actually, I'm not gonna call him now. No, I'm not gonna call him. Like that's some shit I would do though. Like I would call someone that I haven't spoken to in a few weeks and be like, what's good, what's popping? Because genuinely I don't really care. Like I don't have problems with people. Like my heart is clean. Like once I've said what I've said, like I'm always gonna have love for you. Like it's fine, it's cool. But I feel like people have different ways of dealing with things, and he might not receive me calling him out of blue while I'm filming a video. Like he might not feel that. So I just think, you know what, it's fine. This is how I get caught up in situations. I'll be talking and like be thinking and then start up some shit, and then I'm just like okay, the thing is, he said the ball is in my court, okay, and I'm just like I don't play ball. I want to do things differently to how I've done things before. I just want to take things slower, and whoever I get with, I really want them to take the time to get to know me. I find it hard to be vulnerable with people that I'm involved with, so I don't think I allow them to see all of me. Who I want to end up with is who I would want to like do life with. I need to be comfortable presenting my authentic self first. This is part of the reason why I love YouTube, because I feel like I really get to be my true self on here. But I don't think in my romantic relationships I let people in the way that I might let you guys in, and I think that sounds really sad. Subconsciously I didn't let people in because I just knew they weren't it. Like, do you know what I mean? Like I feel like unless you make me feel safe enough to be vulnerable with you in that way, you're never gonna see that shit. I've been neglected a lot throughout my life when I feel like I should have been protected and supported in very like important stages. Like, I think it's hard for me to trust anyone because I haven't felt trust early on in my life. Okay, I don't think like I'm like out here trying to test people, trying to test niggas like, are you the one that's gonna open this shit? Like, no, I don't think it's that. I just think it's like, if you can't get to a point of like vulnerability within yourself, I am not gonna get to that point with you. Does that make sense? I personally can't deal with my pride. I can't do it. I've got a dad that's very prideful. It's not a bad thing. Like, this is how he's raised or whatever. You can have pride out in these streets and like pretend you're the big bad wolf all day every day. That's cool, cuh. If it's just me and you in a room, fucking candles going, and we've got fucking R&B music going, and you're rubbing my feet, you can't get vulnerable with me? No, why the fuck am I opening up to you? Like, no, stop it. It's a facade. It's a facade. I'm looking at you rubbing my feet thinking, it's a facade with you. You ain't a real R&B nigga, okay? I just be knowing like, okay, I'm just thinking, can we skip to the good part? That's what I be thinking. I don't know if I'm making sense. Also, I don't care if I'm making sense or not. How about that? Back to what I was even saying. Like, I have goals for my mental health. I have goals for my bank account. I have goals for my business ventures. I have goals for my creativity. I have goals for my spiritual life. These are all things that I want to invest in, and it's going to take a lot of time, because I'll be damned, I have a child and I'm not all the way there yet. I'm very proud of like where I am at mentally, because before, guys, I was a hippie just fucking coasting, okay? And now I just see my life like so differently, and I want so much different for myself, you know? I've come to terms with a lot of things that have happened in my life. I've stopped lying to myself and stopped pretending that incidents that have happened in my life were anything but the harsh reality of what it was. And I thank God that I don't have a hateful heart. Coming to this realization and processing things that have happened has fucked me up. It messed me up completely, and I had to overcome these mental battles that I had by myself. I had no choice but to show up for myself and be there for myself and support myself. And I did. Like I was saying to Lillian the other day, I was like, I think this is my villain era. When I was explaining it to her, it didn't really make sense, because I feel like, who wants to be a villain? Like, that is like not the vibes, you know what I mean? I think she thought that I wanted to like be on some like disrespectful shit. Like, no. I'm in this place where I'm not here out living my life for other people. This is ridiculous. The level of people pleasing that I got to, yeah, it was like I would be suffering, and not to say I was even expecting help or support or anything, but like literally disregarding that, talking about some next shit. That's what it was. And I had to check myself. I had to be like, okay, but Dre, checking out isn't the only option, babes. Okay, so we have to figure this out. This is the thing, everyone be going through shit. Everyone's got struggles. Everyone's got stuff that they've got going on in their life. I just noticed that in my darkest moments, I've gone through it alone. I noticed and I've realized that all I have really is myself. Like, I'm gonna go through this, I'm gonna go through it on my ones. I'm not gonna expect nothing from no one. Don't expect nothing from me. Don't you fucking dare expect anything from me. I cannot keep putting people's needs above my own. I cannot keep putting what I want to do to the side to satisfy and please other people. It cannot work like this. It can't. I have no interest in it. I went through that whole bit alone. I overcame it. When I overcame it, still got slack. I still got slack, and I'm just like, you know what, no. At this point, I have to be dead. Don't make yourself suffer like one rat when everyone else is like out here living their life, their best fucking lives, and you're there on your ones. I promised myself, and I said I will never neglect myself the way that I neglected myself for so many years. I'm not doing it. And if I lose relationships, if I lose people, if I lose my loved ones, so be it. The girls that get it. That's like, I'm the type of person that always says yes to shit. I'm the type of person that's like, you know what, it's not really that big of a deal, but on the inside, yo, like, this thing is really bothering me, and I don't be saying shit. And the thing is, I feel like every time I do then eventually say something, people are like, whoa, where did this come from? Like, why are you even saying all of this like now? But it's like, it's because I don't ever say anything. I just like I just don't want problems. But now it's like I'm more vocal in what I want. All my life, I've always had people within my family just like make assumptions on my behalf and not allow me to speak. And I think it shows up in my adulthood life. How is this love when you don't even want to hear what I have to say? Sorry, I'm not even trying to get emotional. Like, what the fuck? Like, no. I've got this trauma that I have to overcome. I'm at this place where I'm like, I don't have to defend myself. I feel like part of the reason why I've been friends with the friends that I've been friends with for as long as I've been friends is because like they genuinely love me. Not because they have to, because they're family. Not because of like what I've got. They just see me. I just feel so seen by them. I'm getting like emotional because I've been dealing with this for a long time with my family. And obviously like I'm not out here trying to put my business out online. It's just heartbreaking. It's the realization of like how everything has manifested to be. It's just exhausting to keep defending yourself. I'm not gonna do this anymore to myself because I'm driving myself crazy. I have to let go of these like painful relationships just for a moment in time. I keep losing the point of what I'm even trying to say. This is my real error because like people are not used to me saying nah, I don't want to do that. People are not used to me not saying sorry. People are not used to me choosing myself first. I always sit there, and because I can understand where everyone's coming from, I just let shit run. I'm not really the type to say what I'm uncomfortable with, so people really never know when I'm uncomfortable and when I'm putting their needs first. Like, I'm not doing that anymore. If people ask me for something, like if I'm uncomfortable with it, I'll be like, do you know what? You know, I'm not all the way comfortable. This is out of my comfort zone, but I will do this for you. I will be vocal in saying that. What I used to say that as a people pleaser is yeah, why not? Sounds litty, let's go. No, that's fake. That's fake. I'm gonna get the Fenty powder and I'm just gonna like buff for a while. You know, I've shared this on Insta stories quite a few times, and I told like literally all my friends didn't believe me. I got to a size 20. This is very shocking for me. When I look back, what the fuck was I, Andrea? Because let me tell you something, there is nothing wrong with being a size 20. There isn't. I was depressed, I was sad, I was low, and I was drinking every night. I was ordering food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I wasn't sleeping, I wasn't going to my house. I was fucking depressed. Some of you guys know I've always fluctuated up and down with my weight. A lot of you guys met me being like thick, you know, but I was never a thick girl growing up. Up until I was 27, I was a UK size 12. Now, why is this all relevant? Some of you might ask. I've never experienced me putting on weight and it's been happy weight. Like, you know, people say, oh yeah, you get into a relationship and there's like happy weight. I've never experienced that. My weight gain has always been related to negative stuff going on in my life. I went through a phase where I would eat when I was sad and experiencing negative emotions. My ex-partner, I had spoken to him like earlier on in the year, right? I was like talking about like, oh my gosh, I lost so much weight, like I feel so good about myself, and he was like, you look normal to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, you look normal. And I was like, no dude, like I went up to a size 20. He was like, you went up to a 20, do you know what a 20 is? He was like, no, I don't believe you. And I was like, I was a size 20. Obviously I'm a size 14, and whenever I wanted to do like an oversized jean look, I would go a couple sizes up. So I had like these size 20 PLT jeans that fit me like they were like my current 14 jeans. Guys, let me fucking tell you, my bum was fucking huge. Like, I waddled when I walked. And the thing is, I can make fun of myself because I lived this. This was my real life. I don't have visual evidence to prove how big my bum was. But it was shocking. It made me feel uncomfortable to walk. It was such a struggle for me to like get up and like move about, because first of all, I gained all this weight in such a short amount of time, and I'm not used to having this much weight on me. As soon as I started getting better mentally, a lot of things started to change. By the time I had come back posting YouTube videos again, I was like a 14, 16, and I was really proud of my progress. I went through a stage where I gained weight again. That was like in November, but then I was just like, do you know what? No, like I need to change in my life. I don't look at the scale anymore, but I have these pair of Levi jeans that I try on. I couldn't even get these jeans past my thighs, okay? Now I can do all the buttons up, and I'm just trying to get to a point where they are, you know, loose around my waist again. I don't have much visual footage from that dark period of my life. All I have is a video. Lillian was filming me. I asked her to film me because I was like, I want to remember this moment. And this is like when I was coming out of like feeling sad. I didn't even show my friends the video. I just sent a screenshot of what I looked like. They were so shocked. They were like, this is not you. And I was like, yes it is. When like conflict or situations would arise in my life, because I was like going through this whole people pleaser state, I would be scared to tell people how I felt. And so I would just like not tell people anything. I would just keep everything to myself. I feel like Lillian has been such a great accountability partner. Say something negative happens, I'll be like, Lils, do you want to get a takeout? This is just something I do without even thinking. And she'll be like, nah, I think we should like maybe cook up this chicken, put some salad on the side. I'm like, do you know what, that actually sounds decent. I'm very, very happy because it's not so much about the weight loss. It's the fact that I've found healthier ways to deal with feeling low or miserable, dealing with conflict, negative feelings and emotions, other things that I can do rather than just like eat my feelings away. Guys, like sometimes you have to realize it's okay to feel sad, it's okay to be angry about something. You cannot move on without allowing yourself to feel it, and let yourself feel it for a small moment in time, because if you sit in it too long, it becomes a mood, and that's just not the vibe. Like, we're all about good vibes in 2022. This might sound like such a negative video because I'm talking a lot about negative emotions, but you have to go through the ugly to get to the good. I'm good now, but this is just the ugly. I feel like I've lost a lot of weight. I won't know for sure how much I've lost because I don't have the scales. I'm not weighing myself, but I've lost a lot of weight since August last year. From a 20 to a 14, 12. I was gonna say I'm a 14 because I feel like until I'm like a comfortable 12, it's so crazy because every time I lose weight, people compliment my makeup. I don't know why, like when my face is a lot bigger, my makeup looks a lot more harsh. Every day I wake up in the morning, I ask Lillian, first thing I'll say good morning, hi, and I'll be like, Lils, have I lost weight? This morning she was like to me, oh, you look like you lost weight, and it just gasses me all the time because like I'm really actually trying. And when I say trying, I feel like I'm actually making a mental effort and a conscious effort to make better choices. If I haven't moved around a lot in the day, I will be like, no, I actually have to move around today. Like, I'll be like, okay, let me take my dogs out for a walk and we'll go the long way round or something. I'll never forget Boxing Day. I ordered pizza because I couldn't be able to cook. I had like maybe 1 or 2 slices of pizza. Usually I would have left the box for morning breakfast or something, you know. I told my sisters to take the box home. Like, get this shit out my house. I ask Lillian all the time, if we're ordering out food, can we share what we're ordering? I'm not gonna lie to you guys though, when I order Nigerian food, I never share that shit, no. I'm not trying to starve myself or not eat or deprive myself, no. I'm trying to make better decisions. I've said so many times, like, yo guys, when I'm trying to be better, blah 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 blah, and I haven't been consistent. And I feel like the reason why I haven't been consistent is because I didn't understand the root of the problem. Number one, I didn't understand what would trigger this insane eating habit where I would need to like have 4 takeouts during the day. Like, why do I need to do that? And number 2, I had to stop surrounding myself with people that negatively affect my mental health. I hope I'm not offending anyone with what I'm saying. I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings. Genuinely, if you are someone that is struggling with weight loss, or you're struggling with your eating habits, or you're going through something I'm talking about, I have so much empathy for you. Like, I'm so sorry, because I feel like people don't understand. People will call you fat, people will call you names, people will fat shame you, and people will call you all these horrible names, and like, you could actually genuinely be suffering and you're looking for comfort, and you find comfort in food. It is a very sad thing. I've said this multiple times. When I've been big, I've gotten more enjoyment. Being big is the fucking vibe. First of all, I made a lot of money being a big girl too. Like, what? Like, huh? Do you know what's funny, guys? Someone commented on my Instagram and came for my cankles. And they tried to say that I have a really shitty lip filler job. I will be damned if me at 30 gets bullied for my lips. Like, no. I lived that in my preteen years. We're not doing this now in 2022, okay? They really tried to come for my lips. Like, I respect the filler community, but I feel like let's stop getting carried away with the filler, because people that actually have big lips are starting to get accused of doing crazy things to their lips, because people are out here doing crazy stuff to their lips. Don't judge my lip gloss, guys, don't worry, it's gonna come together. Does that work? And also, if you're someone that deals with like emotional eating, and you do like slip up, or you do have a moment where, like, if you're trying to lose weight and you have a weak moment, don't beat yourself up about it. Accept it happened, enjoy your food, don't give up. There's been so many times since August I've found myself almost at square one again, and I just said, no, I'm going to continue. It's not like a race, it's actually a lifestyle. Don't try and like do up weight loss so that you can look good in the summer. Try and make it a lifestyle so you can maintain it through your lifetime. And that's just what I'm on right now. I'm not trying to do no fast shit like how I used to, 20 pounds in 2 weeks, dead. No, I'm gonna use Fever on my cheeks. I've been really into blush nowadays. This Revolution blush in Rose Kisses, guys. Okay, because I put my Fever blush on, you won't be able to see it, but this is a bit of me, okay? This is what I put on, and I put it on my nose and everything. I know white girls do this, but black girls can do it too, because it just adds like a vibe. I definitely became closed off in terms of like interacting with you guys. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be how I used to be with you guys, like super open and all of that. I think I need to not let, you know, certain people just have access to me, because I don't feel like people have good intentions. And I never thought ever in my life I would be one of those people that becomes a bit more cold. I can't be the way that I used to be with everyone in my life. That's something that I've learned, and I'm okay with it. I'm actually at peace with it. I've had someone tell me that I'm gonna end up alone because I'm that way. I doubt that I'm ever gonna be alone because I'm generally such a fucking lit person. I'm very aware of how lit I am and how great I am and how gracious I am and how lovable I am. I'm fucking adorable. So there is no way in hell I will ever be alone. I want to be around people that want to add value to your life and not add stress and heartache and pain, because I'm not trying to be that way with other people. Do you know what I mean? I hope that you guys receive this with love. I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out. We'll talk in the comments. I will be replying back. I'll see you guys soon. Bye guys.